action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Boston Scott on the return from it. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end. Dallas got him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 21. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Gainwell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A handoff running left is Etienne. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The storm windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 10. They go play action with Hurts. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. They'll roll him out right. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 2nd half starts with a run by Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Lawrence airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Lawrence to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd and 1, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Check it back. Go.
Once more, ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Boston Scott. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 27, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. the play fake. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Fighting it off. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dog ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's a give to Etienne. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check 24.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
91. Rock it. That's not new.
From midfield now, Lawrence. That is taken in by Hurst. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Switch. Squeeze. Kill. Look at me. Go. Check 99. Kill. Get it.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If they have designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will make this a 19-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
A dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And this one will be brought back to the 22. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point?